wisdom for Trump and Musk, really what they need to do now is to replace the fake charity that has been happening, going on around the world, being used for false purposes to subvert democracy, with real, genuine economic development from America. There is good in developing economies, but it needs to be done from the grassroots. And GDP, productivity in a capitalist system, is completely intimately tied to HDI, Human Development Index, the well-being of people, the distribution of income per capita around the nation. So the GNI coefficient, also as part of measuring distribution of wealth, is fundamentally tied to things like energy, health, education per capita as well. So development is necessary if people are going to live better lives and prosper under a capitalist global economy. It starts from the bottom. Development at the bottom end of economic opportunities for people to freely choose. It's fundamental. The fabric of freedom is development, and the context that happens in, the best context it happens in, is democracy. And democracy requires institutional transparency. It is the only political system in history to date that has been able, functional democracy, to avoid a famine. And the abuses of power that take place under socialist and communist regimes, which they regard in their process of social and economic reorganisation as collateral damage, the loss of human life, is necessary for the bringing about of their socialist utopia. They don't cry over your death. Millions of people dying in the process of reorganising society into a state-controlled, centralised economic system. It is not the best system because it kills entrepreneurialism and reward for risk-taking. That's what the benefit of a non-interventionist, free market capitalist economy is. And that has to also do, we're tied into intimately with property title and the ability to generate wealth privately held by the individual rather than the collective. That's part of the incentive system that's embedded in a capitalist system. And of course, in any system, nefarious actors are a problem, so corruption needs to be dealt with. Absolutely, and transparency of the state is fundamental. Accountability, political accountability to the people, protects people from abuse of power.